Oh my god,
Look at that.
AV, what's up?
Bam. So I'm with Comfort and Benji from Astroid Boys, and they're here for the album launch here in Clwb Ifor Bach. How are you feeling, guys? You excited?
Yes, buzzing.
Yeah.
Sold a lot of tickets and
Yeah.
yeah, it's good vibes.
Sold out. Are you excited? A couple of your friends coming down. Is it going to be a big show?
Definitely overdid the guest list massively, but
Really?
I'm not supposed to say that because the people in the room that are like taking care of the show and they're not gonna be happy about it.
No, I caught you live for the first time a couple of months ago at the Cardiff Music Awards, and I was blown away. It was amazing. There's so much energy that you guys bring to the stage, and what you do, I think the audience take away a little treat from it.
How
Like,
were you blown in distance?
oh, like really far, like a couple of feet. Like,
I was happy with that, but a couple of feet is kind of like not.
not as good.
So say like 10 meters.
10 metres, okay. 10 metres, I was blown away by 10 metres. You heard it here first, it's crazy. Do you get kind of mixed audience feedback from people? Like, because I mean, like, because you obviously mix up all your genres and things, you always get like mixed feedback from people, do you think, after gigs?
Yeah, some people come away and they say it was great, and then some people come away and they be like it was amazing, and some people come away and they're like that was off the chain. But usually it's like quite positive feedback if people see us live.
Yeah.
But sometimes people don't see us live and they're like not sure.
Yeah. And what have you kind of like grown up listening to? Because obviously you mix up a lot of genres in your music. You've got a bit of hardcore in there, you got a bit of punk, you got a bit of grime, you got a bit of rap. So like, where did it all kind of start? And did you all kind of listen to different music to kind of bring it all into the big genre that it is?
Yeah, definitely. Like, so I never really grew up listening to much music that had like guitars and drums. Like rock and metal wasn't really my thing. But for some of the other guys, they were like, that was their thing.
Yeah.
And so when we came together, like we'd all hang out, they played me the stuff that they were listening to. But I personally grew up listening to MTV bass. Like that was like massive in my sort of youth.
Yeah.
Sorry. So yeah, like R&B and hip hop was my thing. A little bit later, grime came about, and like that felt like hip hop, but it felt like my hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, like I felt connected to grime because it was British. Then at that point, like I was interested in music and urban music, especially. So I would make the effort to try and stay on top of like the new genres that would come and go, like bassline, funky house, stuff like that, dubstep even. The boys don't like me talking about dubstep. Sorry, but yeah, like so, anything that came from a place of young people having fun and feeling suffocated and wanting to like explore beyond that. That was kind of what I think we all were into. It was just people that we related to, you know.
Yeah, and this material obviously broke, because I've had listened to the whole album, and it's a massive, colossal album. I'm a big fan. It's really, really cool. So, because Ghost, I had a little look around, and was Ghost your first demo from the album that you kind of like stuck around?
Yeah, Ghost was the only. So we practically made an album on our own, and then we were approached by the record label that we're with now. And when they signed us, we were like, we got a bit more time. So we sort of went back to the drawing board and, you know, worked on a few things and developed some ideas. But I think Ghost is the only song that was like demoed in that very, like we went to West Wales one day. We went to Haverfordwest. And we were staying in a barn. We set up a studio, and I was designated bat catcher, caught all the bats. But we made like 3 demos. Ghost was one of them, and then we did that like maybe 4 or 5 more times over the space of a year. We had quite a lot of demos, but Ghost is the only one that actually ended up on the album. All of the other stuff kind of came out in the last year.
So how are you feeling about getting some of this music out to fresh ears? Is it quite nerve-wracking, or are you really excited to kind of pumped to get it out there now?
Do you want to answer for something? Because I said loads.
I'm just kind of your nanny though. I'm just here to keep
You
there.
Yeah.
It's a banana.
Do you know what I mean? I eat fruit and keep Benji narrow.
Alright.
It's got to be a good thing.
Hold on, wait, what was the question again? Okay, so I realised, I'm going to tell you this actually, I'll tell all of you, but I will tell you. I realised the other day that come Friday when the album comes out, the album's out.
Yeah.
It's a big thing.
What do we do then?
Yeah.
What are we going to do then? Like, we're going to have to make another album or something, because it's all good and well, everyone will be like, oh, your album's amazing.
Yeah.
But like, I'm going to be bored, so I need all of us to be back in the studio, creative, and like doing something. But yeah, I'm excited for it to go out, but I'm like, broke was a time when I was broke. I don't intend that to be going on longer. The chapter is closed. Let's move forward and make Minted.
Nice, I like that.
Yeah.
But the album itself is really, really cool. Like I like how you've used the word broke, but it's not just about money. Like I've picked up society and there's a bit of education stuff in there, political, especially in tracks like, you've got Foreigners and Money and Free and Soonish as well. So how was that like a thing, kind of getting your voice out to generations and kind of speaking on the terms of like all those really things that matter to a lot of people?
So I know, like, people would say that when you're in a position where you're influential and people will listen to you, especially young people, that you should try and have a positive message, etc., etc. But I think it's also very important to provide a vibe and an example. So I might not need to make a song that says how I'm feeling and how I'm going to fix this issue in my life, but I could say a song about how it's like I could just sing a song where it's like, this is the rage that has caused me, or this is the emotion that's caused me, and people will connect with that emotion rather than necessarily having to be too, like, politically thinking and analyze it to a deeper level. But some songs have got a deep meaning, some songs are just expressive, but I think it's important to be able to show both of those things, right?
Definitely, absolutely. And your album as well, the arrangement of it, because Dirt is my favourite track. I absolutely love that. I get that up loud. I want to put it as my ringtone, but I feel like it would like cause a bit of a ruckus because of the big breath. But did you kind of like think about the arrangement? It gets quite nitty gritty in the middle of the album. Then at the end, like Dazed and Broke feel quite a bit of a reflection at the end. Was there kind of a thought process into the arrangement of the album?
Yes, in the sense that it is a journey. Like, as you say, some songs really contrast and they sit next to each other. So some might be very up and then they go straight back down. But we all sat around and we talked about it. It took a while to get it to where it is. Originally we submitted 16 songs for the album to the label, and to be bluntly honest, DJ Semtech said to us, I think you guys should cut down to about 12, 13 songs, but make it so that it's way like just more impacted. Like the other songs were also more on a chilled vibe, like some more thought-provoking stuff and some, but then what he said resonated with everybody in the band, and I think we were like, yeah, no, actually, let's do that. Let's get it down and tight and very and hard. So yeah, it was a difficult process, but ultimately I think we came together and we realized that 12, 13 songs. How many songs is on the album? I can't remember. But there's around 12, 13, and they ride well, and I think by the time you get to the end, it makes sense,
I like how you've kind of used some archive audio in some of the tracks as well. That was really, really nice. Was that like certain phone calls that you've like kept and thought you're going to put in there?
No, that's tracks being sneaky and recording conversations he's having with the boys. When they're not listening. He's one of them guys. He's one of them. Phone in his jacket. Like, yeah, say that again.
You're going to sue him for that?
I didn't say anything. I keep my mouth shut.
Nothing happened. So for like new people that are about to listen to the album on Friday, how would you describe it in 3 words to really get people to go, right, I'm going to buy this album?
Proper wicked massive.
Whoa, proper wicked. I like that. That's good. Proper wicked massive. It's brilliant. So what can we expect from your show tonight? What are you going to throw in there for people? Probably
mistakes.
Yeah.
Because we've had one band practice and most of the songs that we're doing we haven't actually played before. So expect mistakes, but that's only human. And it's going to be a good laugh, and it's cool because it's in Cardiff, all of the people that we hang out with, a lot of our friends are coming tonight, and family, and you can't really fault these shows. Every time we've done a show, obviously this club, Clwb Ifor Bach, Welsh club, why did I say it like that? But obviously,
Welsh.
Yeah, it's Welsh. I don't really speak Welsh, but yeah. So obviously this club has been a real home to us, and every time we've had a hometown show, it's been here. We're talking about potentially putting on shows in slightly bigger venues, in the near future. But if that does happen, it will be a massive shame because this is it's like Mecca, Astroid Mecca.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, not many people can say they've put Public Enemy and then they've done Skepta and Stormzy and a couple of metal outfits across the UK, and you're off to go with Shikari in November. How are you feeling about that? Are you fans of Shikari in the band?
Yeah, I think all of us are. Maybe more so some of the boys prefer some of the old stuff because it's nostalgic to them, but I actually I am a fan of their new album The Spark and stuff like that. But they're a band that we've been compared to a lot, that we've been put in brackets with, and it's impressive because they're doing their career has been incredible, so to be able to even be seen in a league with people like that's fantastic. The tour is obviously a big opportunity for us to impress people that we haven't performed to before. But yeah, we're definitely ready for it.
That's awesome. It'd be wicked. It'd be perfect support for them as well. It's going to be massive. You'll have a good time there. It'd be really good.
we did an interview at Download with a guy called Crazy Doug, and he wants to start a petition to get us a Lower Than Atlantis swap round on the bill. I just want to mention that.
Just in case people want to sign up for that. Watch out, watch this space. Now, Ben, you just finish off. I was reading around the album, I got your press release, and I was having a read before I had a listen because I like to see the backstory of things. And one of the things that I love that you said is, I've had the best nights of my life without a single penny in my pocket. I could never be broke. Yeah. I really like that. It's really nice. That's how I like to live my life. So take that from the album. It's really good. Well, best of luck tonight, guys. It's going to be a really good show, and you're going to absolutely smash it. And the album is banging. You should go and get it on Friday. Go for it.